Hi friends, Andrea here with a new video for Bramble Fox. I am so excited. I did receive my December Fox box and some of their goodies, and they are absolutely amazing. You get the you see those nutcrackers with the December title and another title phrases, and the snowflakes. Those are the ones that come with the box. And then I got a set of dice, these amazing gingerbread houses and man, and the stamp set. So we're going to work with creating a star in a tree that you can hang on the wall as decorations. So there are two wooden pieces. They're about 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches, at least for the star. And the tree is about 6.5 inches by about 5.5. So I'm gonna start with decorating the star, and what I'm doing is I'm working mainly with the Hey Santa collection here. So I'm using this pattern paper to cover the star. Off camera, I did some gold machine stitching around the edges of the star, and I'm right now applying some tacky glue to the wooden piece, making sure I spread it really well so I don't get any bubbles, and it can stick really good. I'm gonna use my bone folder here again just to make sure that there are no bubbles and that it's perfectly sticked to the wood. And I knew from the very beginning that I wanted to use this December title as my main element on the star. You can see that I peeled a tiny bit of it on the left corner because I wanted to make sure I knew exactly the effect that this piece had, mainly because the plastic that is covering it is a white plastic. My idea is just to make a small cluster on the left side of it, and then the title is gonna be the main element of this piece. So then I remembered that I still had a few embellishments, leftover embellishments from hip kits from last year. So that's where I found those stars that I'm adding right now. I am now adding some glue to the back of the title, and I only add the glue on the parts that I know that are actually going to stick to something. So in this case, you see that I have the chipboard snowman right on top of the chipboard frame. So there is the only parts where I added the glue are the parts that are actually right on top of the snowman, which is the only part that will be sticking or that will be holding the actual title. Making sure this December piece is absolutely amazing. I love the effect. I love how it looks. I love how it changes depending on where you're standing or depending on the light. So I think it's wonderful. And you see me now just adding a few extra glossy accent touches on the snowman and the rest of the details. And that would be mainly it. I will end up adding also a couple of gold stickers, but I will show you those on the pictures. I ended up doing that at the very end. So now on to the second piece, or the second ornament, or the second embellishment, and this one is a Christmas tree. So for this one, the process is exactly the same as the first one. We're going to use your pencil to draw around it. We cut our piece. We're gonna also do some of the machine stitching. We're going to glue it to the piece, but what I like about this one is that we're gonna use different elements to decorate it. So we're gonna play, for this one, we're gonna play with the dies and with the stamps. So we're gonna do a little bit of embossing on those using the stamps. Okay, you see that the stitches are there, and now same thing that we did the first time. We're gonna take now our brush and we're gonna make sure that we spread that glue evenly all over the tree. Okay, we are ready to play now. So I'm bringing my Sizzix and the metal dies from Bramble Fox. And this is a gold cardstock. And I am not going to use the light bulbs. I'm gonna leave this gold as is, but I just want to cut them here so you can see how it'll fit once you have your pieces. And I'm doing it only with one of them, just so you could see that, yeah, you get the separated light bulbs and you can cut them in different colors. You can do whatever you want with those and make them look as you want. But I wanted these effects. I just love give me all the gold, all the foiled, all of it. I think it was super shiny, super pretty. And I was also planning on using gold embossing powder. So I think that's mainly why I decided to go with just leaving it as it is. And you see that they don't fit perfectly on the tree. So even though I cut the ends of it on both sides, I still wanted them to hang out of it. And here is where we're gonna start playing with the embossing. So I am using my stamping tool to make sure that the ink, in this case the embossing ink, if I want to try a second time or a third time, I make sure that I get the perfect stamping. And I am using two different powders. They're both gold, but the effect is a little bit different. So they're both on the same cardstock, and you can see the one on the right is a little bit brighter. Not from that angle, but it is a little bit brighter. So now I'm gonna fussy cut each one of the trees, and then I'm gonna build a small cluster with all of them. So what I'm doing is I'm using that strip of cardstock to work and build the trees on top of it. It makes it easier to build the cluster. And then that cluster will go right on top of our Santa. And we're almost done with this. Using a little bit of foam tape to get onto at the same level as our Santa. And I tried before this, you can see the star, the red star on the right side. I tried different options, but decided to go with also some embossing. So what I did is I applied the embossing ink right on top of the wooden piece. And that is it. I'm gonna show you now some close-up pictures of each one of them as I can. Now the tree, it's very special because the title is not too big, but you go straight to those trees that are embossed, and the lights are hanging from the tree make the whole piece come together. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspires you to create some DIY projects, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. This was again Andrea for Bramble Fox. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.